their field of play is the road, and it has to be closed and clear of all vehicles, whether they're parked vehicles or moving vehicles. They cannot be on the road at all. Similarly, with terrorism these days, there will be a huge amount of police and security around this event, to the extent so there's nobody that's going to try and drive through an intersection and take out riders and things like that there. So they're very precious, particularly about their field of play and road closures and things of that nature. So unlike the MS Agong or the Wollongong Triathlon, where you've had a bit of flexibility probably in the past, there's not a lot of flexibility around this event there. Right? So there's a fair bit of impact. So with regard to yourself here, you're impacted then on the 2 weekends. Right, so the first weekend of the elite men and women on that Sunday, in addition to that city circuit route that I told you about, that you come over the Road Bridge and you would turn right on Squire's Way. On that Sunday, the elite men and elite women actually come up Pioneer Road, Carter's Lane, Marlow Street, turn back down past the pub and you see there, and then go into the city. Right? So they've got a little bit of an extra dog leg on that particular course for those elite riders for that Sunday. Right? So that then impacts you here, whereas it doesn't impact you during the weekdays. There's no road closure up the front here. But on that particular day, there is. So you'll see the time there, that road closure is from 8 o'clock, I think, till 6. All right? Yeah, so I'll come to that. Yep, so that's there. On the Saturday the 24th, the elite road races that leave up at Helensburgh, and on the Sunday the 25th, those 2 days are different in the road closure times, right? Because the girls leave at 12 o'clock, the men are leaving at 10:30. So Saturday you've got a bit more of a sleep in, or you've got time to be able to move around before the road closure comes into play at 10:30. I think it's on there. Whereas on the Sunday, the men will leave earlier. They close the road an hour and a half before the event. That's how it works out, right? So that, therefore, if they're leaving at 10:30, so the road will then be closed at 9 o'clock in the morning. Right? That's how that works out there. The events all finish at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because they're broadcasting to Europe, which is breakfast time for them, and also sunlight, daylight savings and all that sort of stuff there. It's not in yet. So we know that it's going to be sunset around about 5:30, so they've got to get all that vision and everything else and have everything finished by around about 5:30, 5:45. So on those days where you're impacted with road closures, you can get out before then and you can come back after then, but you cannot get out during the road closure period with the vehicle. That's vehicle. You can get out to walk. Anybody got an e-bike? Hey, good to see you. There you go. You can ride your e-bike, not a problem. Without out on the cycleways and stuff like that over there. Easy, but you can't take your car out. If you need access to your car, say for instance you've got to go and visit grandkids, or got to go to the doctor, or whatever, I don't know, anything. But if you need to get access to your car, you need to relocate it just outside the course. Right. So what would that be? So if you're living here, and on that Saturday morning, go, geez, the grandkids, the daughter's rang up and she said, oh, I've got to drive there, Pop, can you come over and look after the kids? And you have to get there, and you need your car, then get out, park your car on the other side of Pioneer Road or Carter's Lane, over there, then you can get out to go through to Taronji Road, Memorial Drive and things like that. So be aware that Taronji Road, Memorial Drive, M1 motorway, fully operational for the whole period of the championships. You cannot afford to lock the city down by closing those roads, right? But these other roads where the course is on still provides people to be able to get in and get out to certain areas. But we do know that there are certain impacts where if you are on the course, you can't just pop out in any period of time that we like on those days. They'll have marshals all the way along, police, and things like that, and also volunteers that will be managing access as well too. Please don't.
What provision is going to be made?
They take precedent. Good question. So if he has a heart attack on that day, what do you normally do? 000, right? That will immediately, that call will immediately come into our event control centre, or emergency hub, as we call it there. That's going to be located in the Wynn Entertainment Centre. So the whole Wynn Entertainment Centre is becoming the event control centre, and in the event control centre will be all the emergency services, right, together with Transport for New South Wales, our event management team, our traffic management team. Everybody's all located in there, that centre. As well as we've got our media centre's going to be in there, the drug testing areas in there, so all of those athletes get drug tested. So that's where they'll go into the Wynn Entertainment Centre, and they'll be conducted all in through there. Alright, but yeah, any emergency takes precedent over the races. Alright, so.
Yeah, all the training before the main events, is that done on the city circuit, or is it done on the circuit on the day that they're going to?
City circuit.
All training is done on the city circuit.
Yeah, that's
now, another one is, you said there's no great places on the M1. So that means Mount Eastleigh will be open, all Pass will be open.
So, yeah, we'll come back to that because that's not, well, that's the M1, but that's the exits off it, right out. So coming back, that's a good point. So, Bullback Pass on the Saturday and the Sunday will be closed to go up or down it on those road closure times for the Saturday and Sunday, not the rest of the week, right, just on those days, right. On the M1 coming down Mount Eastleigh, you know, normally we would come down Mount Eastleigh Road, you go down to Cardiac Corner, as they call it, with McDonald's and all the rest of the fast food joints there. That road will be only open coming down or going back up for residents that live in that pocket. Anybody knows where this, probably from Gaynor Avenue, which is that first big roundabout, right, just there. That from there down up is available for residents to go in there, or for somebody that's got to go to Office Works, Super Cheap Auto, those places, because they're on the course of their lockout. You can get in the back way for that there, right? But you can't come any further south going down right through the Princess Highway. Right? But you'll have to actually, when you get there, you just need to, you'll have to indicate to the marshals and the traffic control why you're going, if you're a resident or you're going through to Office Works or whatever the case may be. But it's a good point in that our communications and what we're saying to people is plan ahead. If you normally just your routine is to go to the shop, you know, Woolworths or whatever else on such and such a day, up here at Ferry Meadow or whatever else, you know the road closures on, well then plan ahead. Plan either to go before or after, or stock up beforehand, get some extra groceries or whatever the case may be, so you don't have to be going, trying to go through there and put it all in with that.
Yeah, if we park our car over the other side of Carter's Lane,
Yep.
how do we get across the road to get to it?
Oh yeah, no, that's the point too. So right throughout, wherever there's crossings or traffic lights and things like that, those will be manned, controlled access crossings going across there, right? But it'll obviously be around the event, what's happening. Like we can't tell you that 10 o'clock and 10 past 10 and 10:20 and all that on those days that those crossings are off lane. They will be controlled by the